What's up, y'all? It's your girl Wendy, and I'm back with another video. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and consider subscribing to your girl's channel. New videos posted every Tuesday and Thursday, sometimes on Wednesdays, depending on what's going on. A1 since day one, or however long you've been here. I sure appreciate you. Know what I'm saying? Now I'm talking about already, man. It's all love. So today I'm going to be doing a Tumbler. This Tumbler is for my aunt, and I wanted to do pink because I don't like pink. And so I'm trying to work with colors that I don't like. And so I thought this pink was very, very pretty. I got this pink from Tom Thumb Glitter, and they can be found on Etsy. However, when I went back on to order more glitter from this company, the owner is she closed the shop down temporarily because she's having surgery, and so they won't open back up till January 15th. And I was so bummed because I was like, man, like I really like these glitters. And so I don't remember the name of the glitter, but I got the glitter in a sample pack kit. And so what I like to do with tumblers is I like to put some liquid down at the bottom, and I put the liquid down at the bottom because the intent, the thought process behind it was that the glitter, wouldn't stick to the bottom. Chai, it don't matter. That glitter still stick to the bottom, sis. It ain't no there's no method. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no method to like get it to stop from sticking at the bottom. You just have to shake it up. So what you also want to do is you see how the glitter is like pooling on the side. Before you add all of your liquid, you want to ensure that the glitter is all around the cup. So this has like chunky, medium, and fine glitter in it. And I found that if you have your measurements correctly, that you won't have clumping. And so also what I began to do, and what you'll see a little bit in further in the video, is I started to not fill up the cup like automatically. So I started to fill up the cup in stages, shake it up, see what was happening, see how, if I liked how much glitter was in there. And then you got to be mindful also of how much glitter you're adding, because if you add too much glitter, then you're not going to have enough liquid to have a flow. And if you don't add enough liquid, then you'll have air bubbles and stuff like that. So it's just so many things that I've learned, and I want to come and I want to talk to you guys and share with you the stuff that I've learned. You know what I'm saying? And so what I like to do is I like to tap, 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 tap. I like to tap. I like to get in there real good. And if I see that the glitter is clumping in the hole, then what I do is I go in and I use the tweezers and I just push the glitter down. So what you didn't see is you didn't see me drill the hole into the cup. So I use a what's that, electric drill, and I use a 1/4 drill bit, and I go ahead and I drill in there, but you have to be careful because oh man, one time I was so what I did, it was just one night where I was just sitting and I was just, preparing cups and stuff. And so I did maybe like 12 cups that night because I wanted to just be able to grab a cup and go. So it was one cup, y'all, where I drilled so quickly it broke through the second layer, and I was like, yo. So you don't want to go too slow because you're going to be drilling forever. But also, on a side note, you don't want to go too fast, because if you go too fast, then you're going to bust through the second layer and you're not going to be able to use that cup. So it's like two cups that it's two cups I'm not even able to use because I was being a fassie. You know what I'm saying? And so I like to work with gloves because I don't like stuff on my hands. I don't know, just throw me into something. And so you see how the glitter's pooling? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add more liquid, and because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get rid of the liquid to show you guys my exact measurements. So stay tuned. My exact measurements are coming up, and this is what I was talking about. So you see how I'm vigorously shaking the cup, like almost violently, and you see how it's coming off. of the bottom. And so I was like, okay, okay, like don't panic, don't panic. This is what I'm telling myself. Don't panic, just shake, 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 shake. So at first I was using my middle finger to plug the hole, but that wasn't working. So then I switched to my index finger. And so you shouldn't shake your cup because then you're gonna be creating micro bubbles. Blah 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 blah. There is some science that goes into it if you like science, you know what I'm saying? But if not, hey, it is what it is. So now I'm adding all of the liquid into the cup, and I'm showing you guys right here my exact measurements of what I use and what works for me and my business, because that's my business. So I added some water because I want to get rid of that foam. I want that foam to be as have it disappear as much as possible. So I'm actually adding 2 ounces of water, and this is just regular old tap water. I don't use distilled water, and I haven't had any like nobody's come to me and said, "Hey, I have mold in my cup." Because tap water is, I mean, I don't drink tap water, but tap water is essentially, kind of clean. But I'm not spending no more money on stuff for these tumblers. So I'm actually adding two and like 2 point, let's say 2.2 ounces, or maybe 2.4, either 2.2 or 2.4 ounces of vegetable glycerin. And I'm doing that because I like how it moves with just a little bit more glycerin. Because if I've come to find out, and I've just done like 4 cups so far, I've come to find out that if you add too much glue, what's going to end up happening is that you're going to have a white film in the cup. So yeah, when a person shakes the cup or whatever, um, the foam will go away. But as soon as that glitter settles, sis, bro, that bad boy coming back with a vengeance. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I do maybe like 2 ounces of glue. So I do 6 ounces of water, 2 ounces of glue, just Elmer's glue, clear Elmer's glue, and then 2.2 to 2.4 ounces of vegetable glycerin. So you want to make sure that you shake that cup well. You don't want this little bottle, whatever bottle you're using. You want to make sure that you shake it well because you don't want to have separation. Because what ended up what was not shown, okay, was whenever I was trying to add it to the cup, I actually had like I'll call it glue snot, and it was thick. You know what I'm saying? Like I was trying to push it out, and it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do, honey. So I ended up having to like take the top off and get all that stuff out, clean it out, and just work from there. So now what I'm doing is I'm using isopropyl alcohol. I'm using 99% isopropyl alcohol because that's what I have on hand. But you can use 50%, 70%, 91%, whatever you have on hand, you can use that. And so I'm making sure that I get all of the solution off of the top of the cup. So what I do is I allow my cup to sit overnight degassing. And so what degassing is it allows all the bubbles to come out of the cup, so that way you don't have air bubbles. So what I'll do periodically while the cup is sitting, I'll add, a couple more drops, or however many drops I can, to the top of the cup. And that way, whenever it's degassing and the bubbles are coming out, the solution is able to go in. And so because I want the cup to be as full as possible, so now I'm using UV resin cure to close off the top of the cup. I do have cabinet bumpers, but the cabinet bumpers weren't working for me. So I decided, I said to myself, I said, self, myself said, huh? I said, girl, we finna finagle this thing. We finna finesse this thing. So I just put some UV resin on there as quickly as possible, and then I cure it. This is just the nail lamp that this is just a lamp that I use for my nails, and I go around. So I do a thin layer of resin to plug the hole, cure it for 60 seconds, and then I go around the cup and I put more resin. So, side note, what you want to do if you're going to be using UV resin, you want to ensure that you're applying the resin evenly, because if not, you're gonna end up how I'm ending up, because you'll see it, and you'll have a cup that's wobbly. So the other cups that you see over in the corner, I was able to put it on there essentially very well, so that way I didn't have any issues with what's that stuff called? I didn't have any issues with um like having to sand it or whatever. So stay tuned for the show so I can show you how I sand it. All right, so here we are. We are at the sanding process. So now what I'm doing is I'm wiping off the top of the cup with alcohol. So once you, as you saw when I put the cup down, it's wobbly. It's so wobbly. So now I'm just using a sanding block. I can't remember what the grit is. It's just something that I picked up off Amazon, and so it's a finer grit than the one that I'm finna use. I like this one right here. I call her Big Bertha. It's a Scotch sanding block, and I got this whenever I got it from Reach Inc. Whenever they gave me my toolbox, and this bad boy come in handy. So it's a like finer grit side, and then it's also a more coarse side. So I use both sides in order to achieve the effect that I want. So I want this to be flat. I want it to be like there's no resin at the bottom. And so in order to do that, what I have to do is I have to sand. And I have to do all this sanding because I didn't properly apply the resin. But if I would have applied the resin in a even layer, then I wouldn't have that issue. So I still wasn't satisfied when I put it down. So I was like, girl, you're gonna have to put some muscle in it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put some elbow grease in here, sis, you know? So I'm actually sanding more vigorously, and I'm using, you know, all the different sides and all the different angles in order to have the cup flat, because I don't want the person to, you know, put their cup on their coffee table or whatever, and because it's so wobbly, then the cup falls over. Like, you don't want to do that. Okay, so I sanded the cup and it's to my liking. And so you see there are little bubbles in there. Oh, that is so unfortunate. That kind of grinds my gears. But, I can't do anything about it now because it's sealed. So now I'm taking alcohol and I'm applying it to the cup as well as the paper towel. And I like to have my hands as dry as possible to ensure that, man, that's a big air bubble, to ensure that there's no issues with putting the name on there. So my aunt's name is Denise. She named me, and so I'm gonna be using this transfer tape. And I've had this transfer tape for about a year and some change, and no longer than that. Yeah, about 3 years, I think. Yeah, I've had this transfer tape for 3 years, and it's worked wonders. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm gonna be putting her name on the cup. I forgot that I do a bird's eye view. I do it on top, but hey, if you've seen it once, you've seen it before. So this has been Journey with Wendy. I'm me, she, her, and Wendy. New videos posted every Tuesday and Thursday. Sometimes on Wednesdays, depending on what's going on. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave them down below or hit your girl up at Journey with Wendy with an I, not a Y, at gmail.com. And with that, you know what that means, that your girl is wet, that your girl is Ayo.